Ashley. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for your time today. I was interested in your resume when you sent it over to me for a couple of reasons. I wanted to hear a little bit about your experience. So, why don't you tell me about your internship? Tell me what you did and where you worked.
Yeah, so I was an intern with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. So with that, I interned with their school threat enforcement team. So I dealt with all the clients that either threatened the school or had some kind of factor in their childhood that would have made them a possible threat in the society or in the community. So with that, we would connect them to local resources that would help benefit them and their actions, whether however they would decide to cope. And then we would attend their court hearings. We would support them. We would meet with the family. We would do home visits, all kinds of factors like that.
Okay. And what type of office duties did you do there? You were telling me a little bit about it. You did, um, outbound calls, inbound calls. Were you doing any written communication,
Yeah,
email,
so
letter?
I called the clients, I emailed the clients, I had texted the clients, I emailed a couple other community resources to know more about them, what their requirements are as a client. And then I would just make phone calls all the time just to get my clients into the places that they need to be.
Okay. Um, and so you did that for how long?
I did that for, I believe it was a year, maybe under a year. It was my senior year, I
Okay.
believe.
All right. And when did you graduate?
I graduated May of 2023.
2023. Okay, great. And you live here now in Volusia County.
Yes, ma'am.
You are on the dean's list at school. You have your bachelor's degree.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. And then while you were doing the internship, you also held a paid position. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so I was a assistant spa manager when there was no manager, so I was actually the manager of the spa. I oversaw the entire spa. I started out actually as a receptionist and I held that position for maybe 3, 4 months before I took on the assistant manager position. And I made the outbound calls to the clients to confirm their appointments. I would call them in to set up appointments, get them back in. I did the payroll. I did pretty much literally everything.
Okay. And what type was it? Like spa, all type of appointments? Was it massage? What type of services do they
Yes,
offer?
so we had massage and we had facials.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Um, Now, how did you handle like lots of things going on? So I can imagine in that type of position, you've got the phone ringing, you've maybe got messages coming in, emails, and clients there in front of you. How do you manage multitasking?
Definitely a lot of time management. When I saw a task, if I saw that it needed a lot more time than what was directly in front of me, I wrote it down on a note and I knew that I had to visit it later, whether it was that very day, later in the evening, or the very next day, or the end of the week. I just knew that no matter what, I had to go back to that task.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this portion of the interview, but don't go anywhere else. We've got a few more things to talk about.
Okay.